Hello, and welcome to the Jump Inside Game Awards 2025. Please take your seats, grab yourself a drink if you need to, because your end of the year award show starts right here. Celebrating the best in gaming for 2025. Between the 1st and the 10th of December, you have been voting for the best in gaming. The votes are now closed, and that's what we do on this channel at the end of the year. We vote for the best in gaming. If you've missed out on voting, then don't forget to subscribe to the channel and don't miss out for next year. But the votes are closed. That's all I have to say about that. As usual, these are the rules that we need to go through before we start. The first rule is the games have to have been out between the 1st of December 2024 to November the 30th, 2025. The only exceptions for this are games coming out in 2026 for the Coming Soon award. And rule 2, the game has to have at least 4 competitors. So if a game's just really good but has no competitors, then obviously it can't win an award. It has to fit into a category somewhere. That's pretty much it. Without no further ado, let's begin the show. So the first award is the World is My Oyster Award. This one goes out to the best open world RPG of 2025. Now, we've got a couple of nominations in this. We have Assassin's Creed Shadow, Atom 4, Borderlands 4, Outer Worlds 2, but the winner this year belongs to none other than Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. Yes, in this game, you take on in the medieval time where you get to play as the character Henry. Yes, still the same character, and it follows the same feel as the previous game, just it's better, it's more advanced, but it still has that same quality that the previous game did. Honestly, this game is so beautiful at times with its scene and surroundings, and the game pretty much just puts you into this world and says, have fun, explore, make your own choices, and honestly, that I think is the reason why this gets an award. It's just incredible about the amount that it actually lets you do. So congratulations, Kingdom Come Deliverance, you get the Game is My Oyster Award. Moving on to the next award. The next award goes to the game where you're on wheels for 90% of the time. This is called the Take Me Anywhere Award. There's a few that could have won this. There was Assetto Corsair Evo, Hot Rods Mayhem, Sonic Racing Cross Worlds, and Delivery at All Costs. But the winner that won this round was Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3 and 4 Remastered. Yes, it's a game about skating. Who would have guessed it? You're on 90% on wheels for most of the game, and it's kind of, well, there's a few game modes in it, but the one that I like the most that I'm going to show off is the one where you just kind of like have to get the skate symbols, or you have to go around getting the high score. You're mainly on a skateboard for the majority of that game. I don't think you actually ever come off unless you fall and fail, but yeah, you get the idea. You're running around on skateboard doing tricks. It's a great game. It's Tony Hawk's Pro Skater. You get the Take Me Anywhere award, and we'll move on to the next one. And I'm going to change the music up for this next one. And I will say this. The reason I do these awards is because I kind of like surprises. I kind of like to know what you guys are into. And I kind of predicted some of the votes would swing one way, and really they kind of swung a completely different angle that I wasn't expecting. For example, this award goes to the best simulation game of 2025, and it goes to none other than Water Park Simulator. Now, this isn't a full video about Water Park Simulator, but it gets a moment to shine in the spotlight, and you know what, honestly, I've really enjoyed playing this, because I wouldn't have played this if I didn't have it voted for in the Game Awards, and I think it's great. It reminds me of Gas Station Simulator. You basically, you go into it, you put loads of upgrades, you have staff, you build a park for guests to come visit and hang for the day, and you get money off of it and use that money to upgrade and run your business. It's got that wonderful business effect to it, and I love it. Alright, this next award is called Blast from the Past, and basically this is about the best remaster or remake of 2025. There's a few that fit into this category, like for example Star Wars Episode 1 Jedi Power Battle, Croc Legend of the Gobbos, Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3 and 4, Gears of War Reloaded, but the winner of this particular category goes to none other than the Elder Scrolls Oblivion Remaster. I really enjoyed playing this game myself, and I'm so glad it got this one. If you know it, then it's like it was a game that came out in like 2005, 2006, around that time, and it was just filled with so much stuff. It's got so much to explore, so much to do. There's loads of different quests. It basically puts you out into a world and says, do whatever you like, explore and have fun. And you can literally do that. You can do the game in any order you like. Yes, there is a main quest, but you don't have to follow it. You can go your own way, and I love it. It's great. It's awesome. It gets Blast from the Past award and definitely deserves it. We'll move on to the next game. The next game is the Content Award. This game kind of goes out to sequels, downloadable content, spin-offs, DLCs, anything that gets some more story or more development to that particular game structure. So without no further ado, I'm actually going to get Camazoid to present this one because of reasons. Camazoid, please take it away. What's the Content Award?
Thank you, Sib. Now, the Content Award goes to... Sib's gonna aim for this. Elden Ring Night Rain. A roguelike Souls game with up to 3 players drop into a small land, Limvale, with limited time on your hands. You need to gather weapons, abilities to defeat challenging Night Lords. The amount of content and support this game got is incredible, with free updates dropping major changes on the bosses, with enhanced versions dropping each week, making for a completely different experience, fighting the same boss but it is completely different. And also added a rank mode with randomization, with the game choosing the boss you fight, the map you're in, and the event that you will experience. And each rank, the challenge gets more and more difficult, making you have to change your approach and strategy to adapt to the challenge. And recently they dropped additional DLC content, adding new characters, new bosses, new events, new area in the original map, and also a whole new map that shapes the experience. And the game is still going strong, with more content of enhanced versions of the DLC bosses and major free updates coming on later, adding new weapons for all characters to use. The amount of love and support this game has been getting is unreal. And might I say, this game has 7 bosses, and they dropped additional 6 bosses as enhanced versions that are completely different than their original selves, that are more challenging versions for absolutely free. All the players can experience this game and just have fun. It has a lot of content that is just for free.
Thank you very much, Camazoid. I could not have said that better myself. That is the Content Award winner. Alright, we'll move on to the next award. Alright, so this next award is the Sparkling New Update Award. This one goes to a video game that has had an update this year. And we've had a few. We've had Fortnite The Simpsons update, which is quite good fun. We've had GTA Online Money Fronts. We've had Minecraft, the Minecraft Copper Age update. We've also had Rocket League celebrating its 10th year update. The one that wins though is Satisfactory 1.1. Take a look at this game. This game looks amazing. Of course, I'm just showing you the update trailer for this right now. Again, I've played the game. Again, the game is awesome. You know, I'll always love this game. But yeah, it wins the Sparkling New Update Award. And one of the things I really like about this one is just a few extra features, like the vertical splitters that it's got. How awesome is that? You can now vertically split stuff. It just makes it so much easier to organize. There's so many little features. Every single update on this particular game is a quality of life update in just a little bit more, and I love this game for that. So yeah, there you go. Satisfactory 1.1 gets the award. Next game. So the next game award is called the Dark Game Award. This one goes to the best survival horror game of 2025. Generally, I really wasn't sure which way this was going to swing, and it could have swung in many different directions. Also, it was kind of hard to get this one a category. It could have gone to Chronos The New Dawn or Tormented Soul 2. It could have gone to Killing Floor 3 or Silent Hill F. The one that won it, though, which I'm kind of happy, is Dying Light the Beast. Yes, Dying Light the Beast came out this year, and that was a game. It's kind of a game where you kind of play as half human, half zombie. Again, it's that open world zombie game where you're mainly doing parkour. But yeah, this game is just beautiful. Oh, yeah. Anyway, we'll move on to the next one. But I really like playing Dying Light this year. It was such a good game. We'll move on to the next one. Let's go. Alright, let's be fair. If you're like me, you probably skipped to this award first just to see what happened and then watch the rest of them. If you did that, awesome. If you haven't done that, you're welcome to this one. This is the Coming Soon award, and there are a couple of contenders that go into this because I'm quite excited for this one. You could have had Legacy of the Dark Knight. You could have had Fable 4. You could have had Squadron 42. The two at the top that were kind of split neck and neck between nearly everybody that voted for this award was Grand Theft Auto 6 and 007 First Light. I'm happy to say that 007 First Light took the crown for this. Yes, that's the one that seems that everybody is looking forward to just a little bit more than Grand Theft Auto 6. I wonder why. Anyway, there you go. That's the award right there. I can't say too much about this game because it's not released, but I can say that the trailer looks awesome. It's made by IOI, the same people that made Hitman, and of course, they're taking on the master of all the spies, 007 himself. Generally, this could be a dream game made in heaven. I cannot wait to see what this game is like. Anyway, there you go. That's the crown for the Coming Soon award, 007 First Light. Please get it perfect. IO Interactive. I cannot wait to check this thing out. Anyway, let's move on to the next award. And the next award is going to be the Action Packed Award. Very simply said, this goes to the best action-packed adventure game of the past 12 months. The contenders for this are as goes. Indiana Jones The Great Circle, Tomb Raider 4, 5, and 6 remasters, Avowed, and Metal Gear Solid Snake Eater. And of course, the one that wins, which I'm actually really happy for, but I wasn't expecting it because I thought it was going to go a different direction, but it is Mafia: The Old Country. That's the game that wins. That's the game that gets the crown, and generally, now that I'm reading it, I'm actually not surprised. That game was filled with so much action, such a good direction for a game. Really enjoyed playing that this year. That was such a good game. It takes place in the past, and every mission is its own little adventure, and there's so much action in it. It's no surprise it gets the Action Packed Adventure Award. I love it. It's awesome. Well done, Mafia: The Old Country. We'll move on to the next award. And the next award goes to the Online Award. This was an award I was a little bit hesitant of actually creating because I don't play that many online games, but it seems like this was kind of like requested as an award. So the ones that could have won this were Dune Awakening, Escape from Tarkov, Firebreak, and Call of Duty Black Ops 7. But the winner of this particular award, I'm happy to say, well done, congratulations to Ark Raiders. Now, I had a little help writing this particular one, but Ark Raiders is an online multiplayer game, PvPvE game set in the apocalypse, where robots are in charge, known as Arks, where you play in 30-minute matches, looking and scavenging for equipment that you can use and salvage. Doing so, you'll bump into other players, and which are also known as raiders, and they can be friendly or you can fight them, but basically what you want is valuables, and obviously if you die you lose all your valuables. It's that type of a game. There's quite a bit that goes in this, and I'll probably make a video of this in the future, but Ark Raiders won this award, and yeah, it's a looter shooter game, and yes, Generally, there is so much to say about this game, and I just haven't recorded this or made an episode of this game this year, but it is such a good game, and yeah, Arc Raiders wins. I'm not surprised now that I've looked at all the online games this year, so yeah, well done to Arc Raiders. Now, as much as we are a gaming channel, we also like to give awards out to best movies and best series of the year. The best movie of the year could have gone to the Minecraft movie, How to Train Your Dragon, Wicked for Good, or Superman. We thought those were very good choices because they seem like some of the bigger movies of the year. But the one that gets it for us, the one that we thought that, you know, the one that you guys voted for and we really liked it ourselves as well, was 28 Years Later. That is about, you know, the UK, the apocalypse, you know, what happens, you know, in the aftermath of 28 years after in a zombie apocalypse. Generally, I really enjoyed this. It also forced me to watch the first two, which was 28 Days Later and 28 Weeks Later. Yeah, and there's a sequel coming out next year. Honestly, this is its own thing, and it's perfect. I really enjoyed watching this. If you haven't watched it, I'd check it out. But yeah, really enjoyed it. 28 Years Later. Well done. Movie of the Year from JumpInsideGames. And for the next one, we've got Series of the Year. If you're going to have a Movie of the Year, you might as well have Series of the Year as well. And this one came across kind of in two ways. Because, you know, there was a couple of things that could have filled this. And, you know, this will kind of tell you a bit much of how this year's gone by. Because we've had Cobra Kai Season 6 Part 3. We've had Stranger Things Season 5 Part 1. We've had Night Agent Season 2 and Wednesday Season 2. I will say that Stranger Things for this one came in second, for those of you who are wondering, but the place of first place came as Adolescent. Adolescent came as number 1 in this category, and that's the series that won it. Yes, most of you voted for Adolescents. I'm generally not surprised. I'm really happy that it won. I think it's such a great series. I think it's such an important series as well. So yeah, congratulations to Adolescent. Well done for winning that award. Now we'll move on to what I like to call the Recommendation Awards. If you don't know what the Recommendation Awards are, basically we've got 3 collab partners this year. We've got Blue Fox, Camazoid, and Fidro Gaming. All of these people have given me their particular thoughts on their favourite game of the year. I'll hand it over to all of them right now, and you can just watch some 3 different clips on their particular favourite games. Alright, take it away.
Hey Seb, thanks for having me today. I'm Blue Fox from the channel BlueFox098 and often take part in the monthly podcast. Be sure to check them out. Anyhow, my Game of the Year 2025 has to go to Donkey Kong Bonanza, an incredible Switch 2 exclusive that showcases what creativity can achieve with more capable hardware. Bonanza is a revolution in game design, something not seen before, where the destructibility of the world works in symbiosis with the exploration and the platforming. The title is a love letter to Nintendo fans and a great look forward for gaming. Back to you, Seb.
Thank you, and now let's move on to Fidro Gaming.
Thank you, Seb. So for me, my 2 runner-up games were very close on deciding which one I wanted to pick for my runner-up. I was stuck between Dynasty Warriors Origins and Ghost of Yotei. Ultimately, in the end, I think Ghost of Yotei has to go for my runner-up. Just between the two, it was visually looked more stunning. I liked the story a lot more. It was all around just a pretty fun game. My game of the year, however, had to go to Dying Light the Beast. I've always loved the Dying Light games, played all 3 of them, and just having one more to have the, you know, the zombie killing action fun, and the story of that was really well done as well. I loved the new mechanics and all that. It was just a really fun game. So I have to give my game of the year to Dying Light the Beast.
Thank you, Fidro. And finally, none other, it's Camazoid Gaming.
Thank you, Seb, for making me part of the Jump Inside Game Awards. And my pick for the Game of the Year is not Expedition 33. That game is winning everything and everywhere, even people's jobs, bro. God damn. But this is actually a niche game that I believe deserves more recognition, and it's Ninja Gaiden 4. pure hack and slash non-stop action. A game that will take you back to the good old PS2 era, where games were all about fun and engaging gameplay, simple story, lovable characters, challenging enemies, and bosses that will keep you in your toes with one wrong move and they will eat you up. And finally, simple yet complex gameplay system leading to some incredible combos done by two playable characters, a newcomer by the name of Yakumo and the OG ninja himself, Ryu Hayabusa. This game is made by Platinum Games, the same creators behind Metal Gear Rising: Revengeance, one of the best games ever made. If you're a fan of fast-paced action hack and slash games with intense enemies, difficult bosses, and amazing soundtrack, then I highly recommend Ninja Gaiden 4. That's my pick for the game of the year.
You know, at the end of this all, I just want to say that game creation isn't easy. Don't believe me? Go download Unreal Engine from Epic Games and try and build a game yourself. You'll probably find that even if you can, it's still not an easy thing to do. There are so many steps to take and so much stuff to learn. So I just want to take my appreciation right now and just say, you know, whatever the game, every game takes a lot of creating and a lot of people behind it and a lot of people making that stuff. So for anyone who's building and creating games for the purpose of creating enjoyment and allowing us to step outside of the real world and allowing us to jump inside video games, then we just want to say thank you for allowing us to do that. Alright, let's get down with the game of the year. The game of the year goes none other than to Kingdom Come Deliverance. That game is an absolute adventure. I love that game. Again, I kind of still haven't really got into that game as much as I want to. The first game is so much, and the second game is so much. There's so much adventure in both games. Both games are absolutely awesome, and generally, I really am grateful of that game this year. You guys did a great job on building that, and yeah, from me, I just want to say thank you for giving us that game. That game is there's so much in it. The world's so beautiful. You know, I love games that give you the option to speak and respond and to be able to choose your own pathway. It's part of that genre, and it's beautiful. Anyway, there you go. That is Game of the Year. Thank you so much for watching. And if you had a game that you enjoyed playing this year, write it down in the comments, because that's what we're all about. We're all about sharing stuff. So, you know, share your favorite game down in the comments. I will catch you guys very soon on another Jump Inside video. Thanks for watching, and goodbye. Hey, thank you so much for watching, and I really hope you enjoyed the video. If you did enjoy the video, then please don't forget to consider to like and subscribe to the channel. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you on another Jump Inside video. Goodbye.